All right. It's time for yet another one of his Smurf accounts. One of the 36. It is Flow It Must Blow. Flow It Must Blow. What? It's Florencio. Up here in the top left, his victim, a tryhard barcode. The Blue Terran. So Blue Terran, Mr. Tryhard here, hanging out, hiding his identity. So this is always interesting because I feel like we need a nickname because I'm not gonna call him Barcode. It's a shit name. Many worms in a line. Not gonna say that either. That's also hard to say. Pile of sticks. I like that. Smallpox says cock goblin. That's not even related to anything. What? I kind of like it, but it's not. He's just like, yeah, just call him cock goblin, mate. And I'm like, okay. No, we're gonna go with pile of sticks. I like pile of sticks, guys. So pile of sticks here has realized it's a cannon rush, has seen the pile and is building a second barracks immediately, not putting on, oh no, he's put on gas. Interesting. He's gonna try and wall these cannons out, steals the second gas, does Florencio. Oh, what a douchebag, I love it. Music does feel a little bit loud. Give me one sec, guys. We're just gonna very quickly turn the game sound, turn the music down just a little bit because that was a bit awkward. There we go. Back into game. And that, yeah, gas steal goes down. So Flo's gonna limit the tech. Meanwhile, is going for the gas back at home and is building a gateway on the front. Flo gonna get the contain on. Marines and a bunker are out. I would argue that bunker's actually on the wrong side. I think you should probably put it there. Oh, no high ground vision here for Flo. Oh, there we go, look at that. Yeah, this probe just gets just in range. The Marine's like, oi, get off my ramp. Oh, poor pile of sticks here. So pile of sticks here. Oh, the bunker's even in range? Or, I think the bunker's in range. Oh, gets a pylon up. Oh, pylon is taking a lot of damage though, but that's providing high ground vision. That bunker's going down. You're gonna need to repair with more than that pile of sticks, or you're gonna be in a pile of dicks. Seriously, that bunker needs to repair. Okay, there we go. More SCVs are coming over. He's got to get rid of this high ground vision, so he's gonna leave the Reddit Point Marine in there. These Marines are gonna come over the right-hand side, and they get rid of the probe. They will slowly get rid of that pylon, but not before another depot goes down. And supply block town is complete. 2 more depots are in the way. We've got 2 barracks and a factory, but no economy, no extra command center. Oh, this zealot. He's like, oi, come over here. Come play. Pile of sticks. I've got 2 laser swords, man. Come and fight. Billy Bob over here though, doing a good job. Oh, barely gets out of there. Florencio, as always, trying to be as annoying as possible. These zealots like really can't achieve anything other than just throw your opponent off and tilt them. That zealot does go down, doesn't achieve a lot. Billy Bob are finally gonna get rid of this pylon. And with that, Florencio loses high ground vision. Oh, the Marines come forward. Oh, that's a mistake. Look at this zealot. He's gonna run up there. You know what? He's like, hey, dickheads, guess what? Oh, damn, he actually died real quick. There is actually 6 Marines out, fair enough. Another Adept is going to come out though, and he'll be able to shade for vision on the high ground. Is the Adept going to come out in time? Flow! The cannon's going down. Okay. Oh, there we go. She does shade on up. Provides a bit of high ground vision. Well done here by Florencio. He can also shade to the high ground. And that Adept just going to continue to be as annoying as possible. The cannon outranging the bunker right now. Of course, if there was a Marauder in the bunker, it would have the same range. Widow Miner Marines come forward, and it looks like finally Florencio's contain will be broken. Pretty efficiently done here by Pile of Sticks, who hits another supply block, has to use a supply drop, and is just building unupgraded Marines and mines. Now, I've got to say this might actually work, because normally we see players make siege tanks do a really shitty push across the map, and a single Tempest just kills their terrible tank Marine counterattack. But this time around, Flo's also hitting a supply block here. His Nexus is almost done. He's trying to go Oracles, so he's going to try and have enough anti-air, but Widow Mine's going to do very well versus that. Still no command center for Pile of Sticks. Mate, he's building an engineering bay. I get it, you're playing a cheeser, but put a command center down, buddy. There we go. Okay. He's actually handling things very well. The number of times we've seen Terran players lose to Florencio because they don't know how to build SCVs in an expansion, but pretty much consistent SCV production. Still doesn't have any add-ons for these structures, but clearing that assimilator, and he's going to go for a Marine Widowmine counter pressure. A couple cannons at the front though. 3 cannons. Flow not taking any chances. He's like, yeah, let's make sure I don't die. Uh-oh. They're almost ready. Is he going to commit? No. Good choice there. Pile of sticks. Does not want to end up in the pile of dicks. He's going to pull home for now. Going to chill out a little bit. And a couple of assimilators dropping there on the natural as well. 1 oracle out. A second oracle pops to join it. That right there is a nice, bright, shiny pair of disco balls. The best kind of balls. You guys know Disco Stew from The Simpsons? I like to imagine he has a pair of these packing downstairs. They kind of spin and shine very bright light on command. For some reason they're a sickly green color. Should probably see a doctor. Up here in the top left. Command center's up. SCV production's going. Stim's on the way. Ooh. Gonna go into like a sort of 2-on-1 setup. We'll have a double drop. Fleet beacon on the way. Of course, the 1 gateway, 1 Stargate. Whew. Let's see. Florencio here. A bit behind on the tech. Where's his oracles at? They're just chilling, man. He's just chilling. Yeah, Flo's actually really expecting some harder counterattacks here, but it's not coming. 2 medevacs are on the way. Love to see a 3rd command center and just an overwhelming economic build-up here. More depots going down. Pile of sticks does not want to get supply blocked again after that awkward early game. He's going to go for a scan. What's he see? He sees 3 cannons, 2 stasis traps, and a Tempest startup. Florencio not even trying to hide it. He's like, nah, I don't care. I want that Tempest. I don't care if you know about it, because we're going to get you to build Marines and Vikings, and then we're going to transition into Colossus, Storm, and upgraded Stalkers. It's the Florencio PvT style. It's all about trying to get your opponent to build a ton of Marines and then hard countering them. Double drop's going to move out across this map. There's an Oracle there. There is a missile turret up in that base. The Oracle has a bit of a think about it. He's going to stasis trap. He is. Oh, pile of sticks! What are you doing? What are you doing? You had like 20 seconds to prepare. The Oracle came in, flew back and forwards. It was like, hey buddy, guess what? Guess what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? Pile of sticks was like, I'm going to ignore you. You're just faking me out. It's a bluff. Just ignores it. Takes the biggest stasis trap of all time. Hot fucking damn. Jesus. That's a lot of damage, guys. Single Tempest going to come out. Of course, if you guys who don't know, that is how you counter the 2-1-1 build. You build a Tempest, or you just put stasis traps everywhere. Oh my god. He's waiting for Stim to finish. He's in range right now. Oracle flies in, gets killed by a Widowmine. Tempest picks off Widowmine there. He's gonna go in. Oh, no. That's stasis. Oh, that was Marines. And he's trying to burrow Widowmines under a Tempest. Actually, somehow gets 1 to go off. He's stimming 3 Marines at it. The Tempest is like, lol, you guys serious? You guys actually, yeah, come get me. Come get me. I got a shield battery, buddy. Another Tempest is now out, and Florencio are gonna push this away quite easily. The medevac's going to come back. The Marines will stim, actually. And oh my god, Tempest, just amazing damage output here. As always, remember guys, Florencio going for the most efficient, high damage unit. Definitely not a unit that basically tickles you to death from exceptionally far range, like some form of annoying troll unit. The Tempest, I mean, no, it's an efficient, it's a direct combat unit. It's definitely not a capital ship that takes 2 shots to kill a Marine. No, that would be silly. That would be silly. It's efficient, it's effective. As long as your opponent just kind of hovers around at its maximum range for several minutes, allowing it to deal damage, which thankfully those Marines did decide to do. These 3 Tempests gonna hang out now. We've got a Colossus Bay and a Templar Archives. Ultimate splash transition on the way. And what is it gonna be here? So we've got 5 barracks on the way. We've got 2 command centers, a big economy lead for Pile of Sticks. If Pile of Sticks loses from here, it'd be kind of impressive, right? Like, you're mining more, you're up at double the army supply, you've got stim and shields on the way. The only thing that worries me is the fact that there's a lot of reactors building and not a lot of tech labs, and that tells me it's going to be Marine heavy. And there's a reason why you don't go Marine heavy against Protoss. It's because they have lasers and they also have forced bath time. You know, Marines are probably the best unit in the game as long as your opponent doesn't force you to shower. But the moment they force you to shower, whether it be in Baneling Acid, some Psy Storm, maybe a Purification Nova, the weaponized Tide Pod. Anything like that's going to give Marines a hard time. And in those scenarios, Marauders is the far superior. Now he's going to scan that. And surely you fly away and just expand. He's going to try to stim on it. Oh my god, Florencio doesn't know. He's going to try and run his... What are the Widow Mines doing? Wait, what's he... He drops into maximum Tempest range, and then he's going to let his units get picked up. Okay, he does go for the Tempest now. Takes a while. He's double stimmed as well, so that he's... or maybe some of the Marines were already damaged. He's trying to kite Tempests into Widow Mines. Okay, finally he starts going for the high value targets and the probes, but the cannon kind of buys a bit of time. He gets a couple of workers here, not too bad. Oh, he finds a High Templar! Oh, quick Archon Morph from Florencio, and the Colossus comes out, and that's something to say about that. This is the most nonsensical attack. I know he's redropping individual Marines and trying to walk Widow Mines. What do you think is going on in this game, Pile of Sticks? What convinces you when you scan a pack of Tempests defending a base to drop in there and try to kite the Tempests? It's the fucking longest range unit in the game. It does 15 anti-air range, 10 anti-ground range. Like, what was the plan? He was like, oh, I'll just stim back here and the Tempest will just fly into my Widow Mines. Like, no, the Tempest can attack you from the other side of his base, mate. Like, Pile of Sticks getting a little bit excited. Finally is starting a third command center. I mean, I'm very worried, guys. No add-on, reactor. He can only build one Marauder at a time right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. And you know what? Flo's gonna replace those High Templar. Yeah. He's got the forced bath time, man. He's like, fuck you. You guys are dirty. And I'm gonna make you have a bath. Make you have a bath. Marines are gonna scout. He's making sure there's no hidden expansion. So I do like that. This is so funny though, man. I love how people get so stuck in their mode of playing where they're like, oh, we gotta break that Protoss before he gets out of control. You guys want to know what my response would be if I saw someone massing Tempests on 2 base? I would literally build 8 command centers on every base on the map and just like be like, cool, like, all right, you're making a unit that doesn't do damage. That's only going to be good if I decide to like drop into it a few units at a time or something. Like that's not that effective. But our opponent here, this Pile of Sticks, you know, he's got great macro in terms of Marine production. There's Colossus and Storm out. It's the last unit you want right now is Marines, and he still doesn't have more add-ons. He's going Vikings, which are going to be great. Vikings solve these 2 problems, Tempest and Colossus. Uh-oh, units going to pass each other. Force bath time! Bath time! Not the best storms, they were kind of behind the army, but it doesn't matter because the moment you get even a little bit of soap on the face of those grimy little Marines, they just get absolutely devastated. They become nowhere near as effective. They can't handle it, man. Even a little bit of Psy Storm to the face and they have a tough time. I love it. Walks through the storm and has so many more units. He somehow clears most of Florencio's army, but about as inefficiently as you could ask for. Behind this, he's made Warp Gate. Hot damn. He's swapped. I think it's because, remember guys, Florencio's, excuse me, his motivation, his strategy is if your opponent, if you want to hide Storm from them, you don't get, you do get Warp Gate so that you can warp them in the back of your base so that they don't get spotted. But because, yeah, they've been spotted this game anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just turns them back into gateways. But it seems like for now, he's like, nah, it's time for the unupgraded Stalkers. And this is always Florencio's last icing on the cake. In PvT, makes a whole bunch of hard counter units, and then he adds the most average generic unit in the game, the Stalker.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
Pile of Sticks is like scanning these expos. He's got such a big economy, but his main's almost mined out. And this is something where if you guys are ever in a game where there's cheese or craziness early, because it takes you longer to break out of your main, getting a 4th base up even earlier than normal is way more effective. But his economy's kind of stalled. He still doesn't have add-ons on these barracks. He's still making mostly just Marines. He's got Vikings in there, but they will not deal with the High Templar. He's going to need to do some epic spreads, but I mean, he's got only like 20 Marines. Oh no, Pile of Sticks is in trouble. He's finally figured out that he should take some more expansions, which is a nice move. If he can get enough Vikings and clear the Colossus, there are only 3 High Templar. They've only got 3 storms between them. Oh, no! Oh my god! What about worker rights? This is what labor unions are for, you sick bastard. What the fudge sickles? That's not part of their goddamn contract. How dare you force them into the front line? Oh my god. Did you notice that he was like, I could just use 20 to absorb some splash, or I could grab a solid 50 workers, clump them up as much as possible, and then send them through the Storm and Colossus. You sick frigging bastard. Pile of sticks. Ah, that was so friggin' terrible, man. No. Oh. He didn't even try to flank with the Bio and the Vikings. He was like, nah, just fucking throw the SCVs away. Let's go, man. Absolute psychopath. Behind this flow is like, I'll just make more Colossus, more Templar, and more Storm. And of course, any excuse to inject that hot steaming recall to get a lot of that army out of there. I mean, this macro is actually pretty good for flow this game. He's actually got like 5 gateways, a Robo, and a Stargate. Like, this is almost the right production for 50 probes. Like, kind of is the right production. It's like money's not floating and stuff. New Florencio, man. Neeb's having an effect. Hasn't turned these into orbitals just yet. That could be his path back into this game. You know what else could be his path back into this game? Building a goddamn tech lab. Make some marauders. He's like, no, I'll make a single liberator. That'll win the game. You know what else would be really good against this style of play? Which no one ever does? It's called split your army up and attack where Florencio's army isn't. Have you guys noticed something about Florencio's base setup? There's like armies in a blob. Yeah, he's got a few cannons and batteries left over from the early game, but like, imagine if you were just dropping him. He's only got so much recall. You guys know they nerfed Florencio, right? Actually, oh, they didn't, did they? That one didn't go through. They kept recall the same. Oh, actually, this is old patch. They did nerf recall, didn't they? Did they go through with nerfing recall, guys? I think they did. Let me know. This is the previous patch, this replay, so I forgot. They nerfed it. Sick fucks. They're like, no, Florencio. We're lowering your methadone prescription. Then he's like, mate, I need it. I'll do worse things. And Blizzard's like, no, we've had too many complaints about you on the ladder, Florencio. We're going to nerf your recall addiction. And he's like, you guys don't understand. I will do more terrible things. This is the better. This is the lesser of two evils right now. You guys nerf it. I will come up with even more disgusting ways of winning. Nice little double drop here. It's kind of what I was talking about. Florencio can't really react to that sort of play very quickly, but unfortunately, Pile of Sticks has only now got that third back down. Still has not made orbitals in the corner of the map. And is making Mass Liberator right now, which is actually, you know, not bad against this army, unless you clump them all up in the Storm and the Stalkers. That's a lot of Stalkers and Archons, actually. They'll be, and there's Tempest already out, which kind of counter-libs in a front-on fight. Yeah, do we have any tech labs yet? We're making 3 too. Let's be real. The upgrades are actually lit for Pile of Sticks. But he just doesn't have Marauders. He's still building Marauders one at a time. He just started the Marauder and then cancelled it. It's making me so mad right now. Fusion Core is on the way, so we might see ranged libs, maybe BCs. Oh, Florencio. I told you guys. This is him, of course, preparing. He knew the proposed balance changes at the time he played this game. He said, you know what? There's more than one form of recall. And I know how to do it the best. So the Mothership's actually going for a run by into the enemy's natural, but it finds a planetary fortress in the corner of the map. It's going to continue on its path. Florencio here. He's posturing on one side. He's planning a 2-pronged DP attack. That's a double penetration attack. For those who don't know StarCraft terminology, it's where you attack with one side from your army, and then your mothership slides into your opponent's back door, and you recall your army there as well. So that's the double-pronged. It's a really good strategy that you guys should try at home. And if you ever want any tutorials, make sure you Google the DP strats, because I'm sure you'll come up with some really nice strategy guides and you know, some instructional videos that'll help you out with that. So good luck. Share me some of those results. I look forward to hearing about what you guys find. The mothership in the top right, there we go. It's preparing. He's going to go for the main base, but the sensor tower will spot him. Thing is, it doesn't know what it is. It's like, oh, there's probably like a zealot there or something. It's just one little exclamation mark. That's all it is. Oh, look at this. He's posturing down here. The army's getting ready to deal with him. He's like, here's me frontal penetration, but guess what? I've also got a prong in the back door. Recall! And surprise! Funny business in the back door here. Flo dives on the third, snipes it instantaneously. We're gonna see Pile Stick scramble to defend. Oh my god! Don't clump up! What are you doing? No! No! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! You've got to remember, just because someone surprised you in your back door, guys, a lot of people say, oh, I wasn't ready with my protection, wasn't there, I wasn't using protection on my back door. And that, oh, you know, I get surprised and they get panicked. And I say, don't worry, it doesn't matter if you don't have protection on the back door. Be patient, because nothing's worse than headbutting into that goddamn explosion from Florencio. That was disgusting. I like that. Flo's gonna stay in here for another minute. Nice. That engage was great though. Some really good DP action here from Florencio. Let's watch that fight one more time. So, notice the control groups. Everything's all on one army group. Actually, I don't think the Liberators are even control groups. So it's an F2, A move, stim, and let's siege the Libs on top of Mass Storm Stalker Archon as clumped as possible. Like, we gotta have an instant rewind of this absolute travesty. Oh, and he's gonna get one more on the air units as well. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. He almost had 3-2 upgrades as well. Not that I don't think it would have helped. Because he had no goddamn marauders! And he didn't know how to spread his army out before a fight, unfortunately. A bit unfortunate for our barcode Terran. Oh, very well done, Florencio. I do like this as well. He's trying to run home, the Stalkers take him out. 0-0 versus 2-2. Makes sense. Remember guys, 2-2 Marines should beat Colossus and Storm. Unupgraded Liberators should also beat that army if they run forward and siege on top of Archons and Psystorm and Mass Stalker. Thank you, Pile of Sticks, for that lovely display. And don't worry, we've all been surprised DP'd by Florencio before. It hurts the first time, but you'll get used to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, feel like giving back, check out the Patreon down in the info below the video. Click subscribe, click the bell, and we'll be back with more Florencio files in just a tad.